I want to go ahead and welcome everybody to our first pack night since 2020. I know it's been a kind of a rough year, and it's kind of good that we can finally get back to a little bit of normalcy. We got a lot of awards tonight, a lot of different things that we're going to be doing. We're going to do an abridged blue and gold ceremony from last year. In case you're wondering what's going on there, your scouts will be receiving their neckerchiefs for this year. So it would have been whatever rank they advanced to last year. Couple announcements. First of all, make sure everybody has a mask on. It's a church rule, part of our COVID program. It should go without saying. The restrooms are right outside the door here. One person in the restroom at a time. There's hand sanitizer everywhere. There's 2 bottles up here, 1 in the back, or there's 3 in the back. There's 2 there and 1 out by the front door. So feel free to use that at any point in time that you need to. The scouts, when they're done with their presentation here this morning, or this evening, they will go and sit back with their families. They won't be sitting together as a den or a pack. They'll sit with their actual families. Our clothing drive. So we had a winter clothing drive where we collected clothing for the homeless of the Pittsburgh area, and it was absolutely an incredible outcome. We put some letters in the Valley Mirror, and we got tons and tons of response. When all was said and done, we ended up with 22 garbage bags full of winter clothing for the homeless of the Pittsburgh area. Absolutely incredible. We did an awesome job. Good job, everybody. Thank you. Right now we have a hoagie fundraiser going on. If you haven't received the email for the hoagie orders, the fundraiser is going on right now. It'll go on until April 5th. Hoagies will be delivered on Tuesday, April 13th. They are triangle hoagies. They're between $7 and $8 a piece. The profits from the hoagies split normally. A portion of them will go back into your Scouts account for things like summer camp and things along that line. So if you need an order form, see Ruth. Ruth, raise your hand. She'll get you an order form. May 1st, we're doing a West Homestead cleanup day. We're going to assist their borough with a community-wide cleanup of the borough of West Homestead. This is a big service project. Due to COVID last year, we couldn't get a lot of service projects done. We fell short just a little bit, which wasn't a big deal. Our council let us slide this year. They let everybody slide for the most part. But this is a big deal actually for us. So in conjunction with this cleanup day is also Scout Trash the Trash Day. It just so happens that it fell on the exact same day. So any scout who participates in the West Homestead cleanup on May 1st will also get a patch for scouting for the Trash the Trash Day also. And that is an international scouting event, not a Boy Scouts of America. That is the World Scouting Organization. So that's kind of a big deal. It's the parent corporation or parent umbrella basically for the scouting organization. Scouting for food. We have Scouting for Food coming up this year. We're going to attempt to do it. We believe that we can do it safely and through COVID precautions. We're going to be doing that April 5th through the 10th. So April 5th, the Scouts will show up as normal for their regular Monday meeting. The ones that don't meet on Mondays should show up on April 5th also. So the Wolves and the Bears should be showing up that night also. And you'll be given a small map. It's usually like 2 blocks, 3 blocks, somewhere around there. Once we give you that map, you have all week to distribute the flyers. And basically all you do is you walk up and hang a flyer on every door handle. You don't have to touch the door handle. You don't have to knock on the door. You don't have to do anything like that. Go up, put a flyer on the door handle, and walk away within that 2 blocks. So you hit every house. We'll give you a little piece. We'll give you the flyers. We'll have information and everything like that. Then on the 10th, you go back to those areas and you pick up the bags. So if you're not comfortable with doing something like that, please let us know. We will make arrangements for somebody else to do it. We do have boxes of rubber gloves. And we will supply you with garbage bags if you want to put the bags of food in the garbage bags so they're not in your vehicle. Six of one, half a dozen, or just let us know when it's time, when you pick out your area. This time, would everyone please rise? Color guard, present the colors. Nope, hold it, Eli. Hold on to it for now. Don't put them in the stands yet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with John. He's going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So all those in uniform, hand salute. All others, hand over heart. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Aurora is going to do the Scout Oath. On my honor, do my best, do my duty to God of my country, to obey the Scout law, help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, morally straight. And Travis is going to do the law. And last but not least, Charlie's going to do our outdoor code. As an American, being clean in my outdoor manners, be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, conservation minded. Ready, two. Color guard, you can go ahead and back sit with your parents now. Cub Scout Pack 4 has been in continuous service since 1950. This past year, we celebrated 70 years of Cub Scout Pack 4. 70 years is a long time for a Cub Scout pack. Most of the ones in our district have been in operation a lot less than that. We're one of a handful that can say that we are 70 plus years old. So you see, scouting is deep in tradition in this pack. Thousands of scouts have passed through our pack and journeyed on the scouting trail. Scouting was created in England in 1907 by a gentleman named Sir Robert Baden-Powell, but was not brought to America until 1910. The story of how scouting came to America is a story I love to tell to scouts every chance I get. Since we're talking about scouting history right now, if you don't mind, I would like to take a few minutes and tell you that story. The year was 1909, and a gentleman named W.D. Boyce was traveling from America to Africa on a big game safari. In his travels, he planned to stop over in England before going to Africa. One night, he decided to go out to dinner by himself. It was a very nice evening, and he decided to walk. After walking about 15 minutes, he arrived at a restaurant, sat down, ate a very nice meal. Following the meal, he began walking back to the hotel, but the fog had already rolled in, and W.D. Boyce quickly became disoriented and found himself lost. It was about the same time that a young lad dressed in a green military-type uniform approached him and asked him if he needed any assistance. Mr. Boyce quickly informed him that he was lost and needed to get back to his hotel, and the young lad, having lived in the area, quickly informed him that he could help him get back to his hotel and guide him through the fog safely. When they arrived, Mr. Boyce reached into his pocket and pulled out a tip for the lad and offered it to him. The lad replied, "Thank you for the offer, but I am a Boy Scout, and it is my duty to do a good turn daily." Mr. Boyce increased the tip and offered it to him again. Once again, the lad informed him that as a scout, he did not guide him back to the hotel in hopes of a reward, but instead, he did it because he is a scout and that is the right thing to do, and that he lives by the scout oath and law, and that it was his duty to God and to his fellow man. This left Mr. Boyce speechless. Having never heard of scouting, Mr. Boyce asked the scout to tell him more about the scouting program he was in. The scout told him about the program and how Sir Robert Baden-Powell was teaching scouts values like duty to God and country and about the scout law and oath. Mr. Boyce once stated that the conversation seemed to last for hours, but it was only a few minutes. At the end of the conversation, Mr. Boyce thanked the scout, reached out with his right hand to shake the scout's hand. The scout extended his left hand instead. Mr. Boyce, wanting to teach the scout something, informed them that a gentleman always shakes with his right hand. The scout quickly said, "I'm aware of this, sir." But the scout shakes with his left hand because the left hand is the closest to the heart, and the scout's handshake signifies friendship. This brief encounter left W.D. Boyce thrown back and intrigued. The next morning, Mr. Boyce postponed his flight to Africa and tracked down Sir Robert Baden-Powell. To find out more about this program he called Boy Scouts. Mr. Boyce ended up spending the day with Baden-Powell at his residence as his guest. The next day, W.D. Boyce caught a flight to Africa for his safari. 3 months later, on February 8th, 1910, Mr. Boyce founded the Boy Scouts of America. Which brings me back to tradition that we are all gathered here today for. Our pack night. This past year challenged our pack leaders and parents. COVID struck and greatly affected our pack and our scouts in the way that we have never imagined before. However, because of the strong scouting background, we were able to keep the pack from going. We were able to keep the pack up and running. Scouting from home became a big deal. It maybe we weren't doing scouting like, as strong as we used to, or the way we used to. But as a pack, we did it together. Although we're not out of this water yet, I feel we were in the shallow end now. And I see a light at the end of the tunnel for us. We can resume the fun that we've used to here shortly. I see it coming, and being at Pack Night tonight shows that we can do this together. Without our great parents and great leaders, we would not be able to be here today. So at this time, will all scouts please stand? Scouts, let's give your parents and leaders a hand of applause for keeping this pack up and running. You can be seated. So tonight we're going to do a couple things. So we're going to run a regular pack night. We have some awards to give out and things like that, but we never got to do a blue and gold banquet last year. So we're going to do a modified blue and gold at the same time. We are going to bring your scout up here. So scouts, when I call your name, you'll come up, start on that side of the bridge, walk to the middle, stand in the middle of the bridge, and wait until you get further instructions, okay? Everybody understand that? Okay. So Ruth and Ryan and Sarah, if you guys want to get into place. So first up tonight is Drew Wright. other side. Up onto the bridge. Yeah, we take, yeah. If you guys have a neckerchief on already, except for the Weeblos, go ahead and take your neckerchief off. Weeblos, leave yours on. Yeah, that's all right. Here, he has a slide. If you have your neckerchief slide with you too, keep it in your hand, guys. Or guys and girls, scouts. Drew has earned the rank of Tiger. He has also earned Curiosity, Intrigue, and Magical Mysteries Awards, his Duty to God Footstep Adventure, Germs Alive Adventure, Running with the Pack Adventure, Sky is the Limit Adventure, Stories and Shapes Adventure, his Tiger Theater Adventure, and Tigers in the Wild Adventure. Okay, next up tonight is Joey Holsefeld. Joey has earned his Tiger rank emblem, his Duty to God's Footsteps Adventure, his Family Stories Adventure, his Germs Alive Adventure, My Tiger Jungle Adventure, Running with the Pack Adventure, Safe and Smart, and Tigers in the Wild. If you guys want to come up to get pictures, you're more than welcome. Here. Congratulations. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm way off. Next up is Isaac Campbell. Isaac has earned his Tiger rank, his My Tiger Jungle, his Sky's the Limit, sorry about that, My Tiger Jungle, Sky's the Limit, Stories and Shapes, his Tiger Theater, and Curiosity and Magic. Next up is Aurora. Aurora has earned her Wolf Rank emblem, her Blue the Builder, her Call of the Wild, Council Fire, Critter Care, Earning Your Stripes, Fellowship to Duty and God, Fur, Feathers, and Ferns, Games Tigers Play, Grow Something Adventure, Hometown Heroes, My Family's Duty to God, My Tiger Jungle, Paws of Skill, Protect Yourself Rules, Spirit of the Water, Team Tiger, Tiger Bites, and Tigers in the Wild. Our next up is Charlie. Charlie has earned his wolf emblem, his Blue the Builder, his Call of the Wild, his Council Fire, Critter Care, Fur, Feathers, and Ferns, Grow Something, Hometown Heroes, and Protect Yourself. Here's my buddy Damon. Where's he at? There he is. Big D. It's safer to call him that than Damien. Right, buddy? See, it only took me, 6 years? Damon has earned his wolf rank, his Blue the Builder, his Call of the Wild, his Council Fire Adventure, his Duty to God, Footsteps, Fur, Feathers, and Ferns, and his Paws on the Path. Next up is Johnny. You got to watch Johnny. He's a talker. Johnny has earned his wolf rank, his Call of the Wild, Council Fire, Duty to God, Footsteps, Fellowship and Duty to God, and Paws on the Path Adventure. Next up is Max. Max is watching from home. Max had some other prior engagements. So Max has earned his wolf rank emblem, his Blue the Builder, his Call of the Wild, his Council Fire, Critter Care, Duty to God Footsteps, his Fellowship and Duty to God, Fur, Feathers, and Ferns, and Protect Yourself Rules. Good job, Max. Congratulations. Okay, next up is our We Blow Ones, and both of them are at home tonight. So we'll start with Hayden Stokes. Hayden earned his Bear rank emblem, his Bear Claws Adventure, his Fur, Feathers, and Ferns, and his Yo-Yo Bear Adventure. Good job, Hayden. Next up is Logan. Logan is also watching from home. Logan earned his Bear rank emblem, his Adventures in Science, his Aware and Care, his Bear Claw Adventure, his Build It Adventure, his Critter Care Adventure, his Duty to God Adventure, Engineering Adventure, Fix It Adventure, Into the Wild, Into the Woods, Marble Madness, Protect Yourself Rules, Robotics, and his Yo-Yo Bear Adventure. Congratulations, Logan. Next up is Connor. Connor's not here either. So we're going to hope that Connor's watching from home. Connor earned, let me move. Connor earned his Weeblo rank emblem. He earned his Adventures in Science, his Aquanaut, Art Explosion, Aware and Care, Building a Better World, Cast Iron Chef, First Responder, Game Design, Outdoor Adventure, Sports Adventure, Stronger, Faster, Higher, and his Weeblo's Walkabout. Congratulations, Connor. Next up is Eli. Yeah, that's you. Come on up. He's looking at me like, did you call my name? Eli earned his Weeblo rank emblem, his Adventures in Science, Aquanaut, Art Explosion, Aware and Care, Building a Better World, Cast Iron Chef, Duty to God in Action, Engineering, First Responder, Fix It, Into the Wild, Maestro, Outdoor Adventures, and Weeblo's Walkabout. Congratulations, Eli. Next up, Jacob Wright. Or as I call him, Ricky Raccoon. Oh. Turn that way. There you go. Jacob has earned his Weeblo's rank, his Adventures in Science, his Aquanaut, Art Explosion, Aware and Care, Building a Better World, Cast Iron Chef, First Responder, Outdoor Adventure, and his Weeblo's Walkabout. Next up is Jeffrey Spina, who's watching from home. Jeffrey has earned his Weeblo rank emblem, his Adventures in Science, his Aquanaut, Art Explosion, Aware and Care, Building a Better World, Cast Iron Chef, First Responder, Game Design, Outdoor Adventure, Stronger, Faster, Higher, and his Weeblo's Walkabout. Congratulations, Jeffrey. Next up is Patrick. Patrick has earned his Weeblo emblem, his Adventures in Science, his Aquanaut, his Aware and Care, Building a Better World, Duty to God in Action, First Responder, Into the Wild, Maestro, Outdoor Adventures, and Protect Yourself Rules. Congratulations, Patrick. And that's all we have. Travis is looking at me. Next up is Travis. Travis is like, wait a minute. Travis has earned his Weeblo rank emblem, his adventures in science, his Aquanaut, his art explosion, aware and care, building a better world, cast iron chef, first responder, outdoor adventures, and Weeblo's walkabout. Congratulations. So that concludes our pack night portion. We do have some special awards that people have earned. I have a small handful of those to pass out at this time. We will start with our Recruiter Award. I have a scout who, our Recruiter Award is for any scout who brings another scout in to join the pack. And this time our Scout Recruiter Award goes to Jacob Wright. You're going to have to wait, Mom. He's got other things going on right now. He's standing. So because Jacob was a recruiter, he gets a patch that he can wear on his uniform. Congratulations, buddy. Okay, next up. So our NOVA Award. So NOVA is a big program with the Boy Scouts. So STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, they have produced into a NOVA program. So these are completely different awards from your belt loops and your pins and things like that you can earn. These are awards that take a lot more time. So a scout probably has to work on these ones for, maybe 2 or 3 months, somewhere in there, to complete all of the requirements just to get one of these NOVA awards. So our first NOVA award recipient is Charlie Cerna. So you not only get a patch, Charlie, that you can hang on your uniform, you also get a certificate. Congratulations. Hold your award up. Okay, so our next NOVA award goes to Eli Stickle. Congratulations, buddy. Stay there. So the NOVA Award program is really, like I said, it's above and beyond your normal scouting duties, and it's a little bit longer process to do. So our next award up is we have an Outdoor Activity Award, and this award has been owed to this Cub Scout for quite some time. So if you're wondering about COVID, we've actually owed it to this scout for a little while. And this next award goes to Aurora. So, this last award, I'm going to ask all of the Weeblos that are present to come up front. All the Weeblos that are present. Just come up, stand in front. That's good. Turn around. Give yourself a little bit of room. Space yourselves out a little bit. So, back in February of 2021, the Weeblo Scouts were all invited to be part of the Klondike Derby with the Boy Scout troop. This is a tradition that the troop has had for many, many, many years, that they invite the older Weeblo Scouts to come with them to the Klondike Derby. So what the Klondike Derby is a Scout Skill Challenge Day. So it is run in the middle of winter when it's snowing out, because they actually have a Klondike sled. You can kind of see a little picture of the Klondike sled up there. So they put all their gear in a Klondike sled, and then the boys pull the sled from station to station to station. And during the course of the thing, at each station, the patrol is issued points. And then at the end of the day, they tally up the points, and then the points go into an auction, so that you can win things based on how many points you have. And they have some cool things, axes and cooktop stoves and Dutch ovens and things like that. Well, this year, Troop 4 and Pack 4, out of 27 teams, placed first. The Puma Patrol kicked butt. They did an awesome job, and coming in first place is a big deal. The troop has, in the past about 15 years, has won 4 times first place, and this is number 4 for us, so it was a big deal. And having the Weeblos there to help out, every one of those scouts said these Weeblos pulled their weight just as much as if they were a Boy Scout. So congratulations, guys. Getting to go to the Klondike Derby is kind of like a rite of passage. As the scouts get older, they're actually required to do things with the Boy Scouts troop. So I'll expect a speech out of each one of you guys. You guys want to give me a 5-minute speech now on that? Congratulations, guys. Go sit down. So at this time, that ends our pack night. We have awarded many awards that were owed to the scouts from not only last year, but this year. I can't thank the parents and the leaders enough. You guys are the ones that actually kept this pack running and keeping it going. We were probably, I would say 40% of the Cub Scout packs that are out there right now are still not meeting. Not any type of meeting. Not meeting online, not meeting in person, anything like that. So for us to be doing both online meetings and in-person meetings is a big step forward. Unfortunately, I'm sure everybody has heard by now, our sister Cub Scout pack, Pack 15, has decided to close their doors. So they decided at the beginning of the year that they would no longer exist as a Cub Scout pack. That would be the ones at St. Teresa's. So that's just a testament right there to show you how strong our pack was and how far we came and how well the leaders and the parents believed in the program. So I know, when we start talking about the program and the costs and everything, it is a lot to pay from the get-go, but at the end of the day, seeing these Weeblos, and that's where your scouts will be someday, winning first place against 27 other teams is absolutely amazing. And that, at the end of the day, is what it's all about. That and all the awards we gave out here today. So once again, let's give yourselves a big hand. Color guard, you guys can come up and get the colors. Color guards, retire the colors. Once again, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Thank you guys for all social distancing. Please make sure you use some hand sanitizer on the way out. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please don't hesitate to hang around and ask me. We are planning on having a blue and gold. I don't know what it'll be like. I can't make any promise. It might be right here in this room. All right. We are sitting down looking at the possibility of things. We have a lot of good ideas coming down the pipeline. Potentially maybe doing it at Kennywood, potentially doing it out at South Park, things along that lines. So we do have a plan for that. There is a lot of questions about Pinewood Derby. Right now, Pinewood Derby is kind of on the back burner. We're looking to try and get a Pinewood Derby up and running, but I can't make any promises at this point. We are looking at possibly doing, instead of a Pinewood Derby, doing a Lego Derby. Very similar to a Pinewood Derby, only instead of building a car out of wood, you build a car out of Legos. So it's very similar. Charlie. That's good. See, that would make a good Pinewood Derby car then. See? That's how we do it. So once again, thank you guys all for coming, and that's the end of our pack night. Thank you.